The homeless man couldn't even afford food, but he used the money he had saved from begging for several days to buy a set of English cursive cards. He went to the counter to check out, but his odor made the girl uncomfortable.
Something stinks.
Willie self-consciously placed the cards and money on the counter and asked the woman to help him check out. Then he turned and walked outside. After checking out, the girl's mother handed the cards to Willie. Why did he buy these cards? It all started when he found a partially burned diary. It was this diary that changed his life. The diary's owner was a little girl. In it, Willie saw the girl's loneliness. The words exuded a strong sense of melancholy. But except for the first page, the rest was in cursive that he couldn't understand. With these cursive cards, reading the rest of the content became a bit easier for Willie. To his surprise, the girl was afraid of thunder, just like Willie. Just then, thunder suddenly sounded. He curled up in his small cardboard box, tightly hugging the diary. To him, it wasn't just a diary, but more like an old friend. He usually slept during the day because there were always sudden attacks at night. Some time ago, Willie lost his sleeping bag because of this. He had also become a night owl. The night was quiet, but lonely. The girl, like Willie, longed for friends. When her mother was alive, she would always comfort her, saying that as long as the girl was alone, she would send angels to embrace her. But that angel never appeared. One night, a car stopped there. Two young men wanted these people to fight, with the winner getting $50. Willie originally wanted to watch the excitement, but unexpectedly, a muscular black man behind him knocked him down. Willie was caught off guard, but in the end, he won the duel. The young man got out of the car, handed over the prize money, raised Willie's hand, and called him the cardboard boxer. This was the first time in a long while that Willie had been recognized, but he didn't use the $50 to have a hearty meal. Instead, he rented a large bed. He wanted to regain the dignity of a normal person. He washed off the mud, lay on the bed watching TV, drinking cola and eating snacks. But in the end, he still slept on the floor. Coming out of the hotel, Willie saw a disabled man struggling to push his wheelchair. Willie wanted to help, but the man coldly refused.
Fuck off me, man.
Willie changed his approach and asked if he knew cursive. If he helped Willie read this diary, he would help push him wherever he wanted to go. The man, named Jack, was a retired soldier who had once taken a photo with the president. Now he wanted to go to the pawn shop to pawn off the medal that proved he had exchanged his legs for confidence. But what he couldn't accept was that the pawn shop owner only offered a pitiful $15 for the Purple Heart medal he had exchanged his legs for. He left in a rage, maintaining his dignity, and complained that he had dedicated his body to his country, but he had been abandoned. At this moment, two lonely people sympathized with each other. This was the first time Willie had a real-life friend. So he wrote to the little girl, "Besides you, I now have a second friend. He's a war hero. I believe your mother will definitely see your letter. I also firmly believe we will meet in heaven."